I say play, I said dominate. 1, 2, 3. Dominate. 1, 2, 3. Dominate. 1, 2, 3. Dominate. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. I dominate at 3 o'clock in the morning. I dominate when everybody's asleep. I dominate at 4 in the morning, 6 in the morning. At 8, I go back to bed. Why? Because y'all just getting up. I dominate in the dark. I dominate when nobody sees me. So I dominate in the light because I dominate in the dark. I need you to eat, sleep, breathe, dominate. It doesn't matter how good or bad they are. We're not playing to the level of our competition no more. We're not even playing. Sometimes we good, sometimes we great. I take it personal when I do what I do. I don't ever want my mom to come to hear me speak and walk away and go, that wasn't his best.
Execute on the things that you said you were going to execute on. Execute. Execute on the things that they say they wanted to get done. Not what you want me to get done, my mother wants me to get done, my coach wants me to, but the things that I really feel like if I do these things, I'm going to be successful. So the first thing you got to do is you got to get out of your feelings. Like for me, these are great people who could blow up, like who could be successful, whatever they touch. But something happened that day. You know, you woke up, got into it with your spouse or your kids called with something that was going on, or you were sick. Like there are a group of people that feel like it's okay not to execute because I'm not feeling okay. Because today is not a good day. Because all the stars didn't line up. And at the end of the day, none of that matters. Like to have a good day is great. But just because you have a good day, you still got to execute. And so I think for most people, they go wrong because they think it's a feeling when execution is a fact. And so for me, just going through my go-through, I was like, it can't end here. Like, bro, it can't end here. I've worked too hard. I've read the books. I've gone to the conferences. I went to the classes. I got the degrees. Like, it can't end with just life is going to deal me this hand, you know. And so I truly feel, and I don't want to promote gambling, you know, but I gambled, you know, as a young adult to make money, and I watched guys who had a royal flush lose because of the giddy and the excitement. I'm like, oh, he got something. You know what I'm saying? Okay, take what I have and leave. But I also watched people who had nothing in their hand with that poker face actually act as if they had a royal flush and win. And so I learned early, like, yo, it doesn't matter if you grow up rich. You still got to play your hand. It's not like life says, all right, you rich, so you're not going to have any, your parents will never get cancer. You know, nobody in your family will ever have multiple sclerosis. Like, you'll never get COVID. You're rich. It doesn't work like that. Like, you still have to do life regardless of how you come into life. And I think some people feel, well, if you come into life and everything is great, then that's the way you live life. But no, it doesn't matter. If you come in great, if you come in poorly, it does not matter. You have to do life. And if you're smart, you do life on your terms and you don't let life make you do it on its terms.
What was the moment where you switched around and decided, you know what, no, I'm not going to tap out. I'm not going to let this be my future?
So church. And not necessarily church, because I didn't grow up going to church. So it wasn't like the building. It's magical. But the pastor there was a military man. I think he was an army man. You know, so he had love, but it was tough love. Right? And I'll never forget, he pulled me to the side and he gave me something that I had never had before, and that was purpose. He gave me a sense of purpose. And he said to me, you are a phenomenal speaker. You got to imagine, I'm like 16, almost 17, high school dropout, coming to church smelling, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm literally coming to church when I come, haven't brushed my teeth, I haven't taken a shower. I smell based on whatever was the last time I had an opportunity to take a shower. You know, I'm in a strained relationship with my mom. I'm on the verge of getting kicked out of school. I have no bank account, no credit cards. And this guy looks at me and says, you're going to be a phenomenal speaker. Like, you got that je ne sais quoi. You have something about, and I'm thinking, what? First of all, nobody's ever said anything like that to me before. And nobody's definitely said it in the state that I'm in. And so for me, I'm pulling for strings for something in life. And this guy's like, yo, you got it. And not only do you have it, I believe in you so much that I'm going to use my name at my alma mater to get you in school. If you could just get a high school diploma or a GED. We're going to get you. And so I don't know if it was him. I don't know if it was the words, but this sense of purpose and this identity. Like, yo, you're right. I've never seen speaking in the way he saw it before. I got in trouble clowning in class, telling jokes. But now he's saying that what I do, what Martin Luther King, what Malcolm X, what Garvey, what these people do, you have the ability to do it. And it was at that point, I wasn't homeless. And I don't think I've ever said this before, but I was homeless, but I wasn't discouraged at that point anymore. Like, it was the craziest thing. I was literally homeless practicing. So this was the first time in my life that I had this sense of life, this sense of purpose that, yo, I am not worthless, despite the fact that what I considered, my parents, they weren't married. They weren't in a long relationship. Like, I saw myself as an accident. Like, these are two kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was in love, in lust. I don't know what it was, but there wasn't a nursery. There wasn't a book with names. You know, there wasn't a baby shower. You know, I looked at myself like I'm an accident. And this is the first person who spoke to me and said, really, you're not an accident. You really were designed to be here, and you have a phenomenal gift that's going to change the world. And it was at that point, I'm in abandoned buildings, seeing myself speak. I'm in abandoned buildings, you know, seeing crowds. I'm in abandoned buildings, seeing myself travel. And it was at that point, I believe, that this Eric Thomas, it was at that point that I began to see myself in the way I'd never seen myself before. You know what bothers me is individuals' ability to check and hold people accountable. Like, I'm like, yo, it's crazy. If you weren't wired to check people, or when somebody can't, you know, like, didn't meet your expectations, I would be like, yo, don't hold yourself accountable. But like, I literally look at humans when somebody doesn't pay them back on time, or somebody picks them up later, somebody doesn't keep their promise. Like, you feel this, why didn't you, how dare you? And I'm like, well, how do you pass you in the mirror? Like, yo, I'm not mad that you held him accountable, but how can you hold another human that responsible, but you don't hold yourself responsible? Like, how is that possible? Like, somebody doesn't do what you think they should do, and you go off, but then you give you a pass. Like, you don't go off on you. I'm like, yo, if you go off on my man, that's cool. But when are you gonna go in the mirror and check yourself? Like, why are you giving yourself a pass? Why are you giving yourself an out? That same energy you have to let others know about themselves, you cuss my man out. He didn't, whatever it was he was supposed to do, he didn't do. He almost ran into your car. Like, you cussed my man out. Like, you went off. But then you didn't finish school, or you didn't write the book, or you didn't do the album, or you didn't go back to school, or you told yourself you was gonna lose weight, and you just let yourself off the hook. Like, well, you didn't do it for you. I'm saying, no, do me a favor. With that same energy you use to hold somebody else accountable, hold yourself accountable. Because here's the deal. You hold me accountable and I change. How do you benefit from that? Like, how do you benefit from getting on me and making me make adjustments and corrections? You don't benefit from that. You don't get the money that I make when my business blows up, or when I get my degree. And I've seen people get on me. Eric, you need to finish school. I'm like, bet. But you got some stuff that you need to overcome. I literally listened to you. You got on me and you checked me about not finishing what I started. Okay, well, I finished what I started. But you still haven't checked you about some of the character defects you have. So that's why I get a little taken back, because I'm saying, use that same energy you use on others. I'm not saying don't hold people accountable, but I'm saying use that same energy on yourself. And you'd be shocked how much further you'd be in life if you just punish yourself, if you put you on punishment.